Hoi allemaal, welkom terug op mijn kanaal. My allergies have been kicking in and my voice has been slowly going away because all of a sudden it decided to be nice and sunny here in the Netherlands. Everything is blossoming and my voice is going to shite. Anyways, without further ado, here we are getting back into tutorial number, I believe, 16. I'm so behind as far as editing everything, but I believe we are on 16. Here we are, February 1st. And like I said in my last video, I will be using the Coral Nectar. Because the last look, I'll put it here, beautiful. That Coral Nectar against the Crimson Blitz Crimson Ecstasy. Beautiful. But today I want to use Coral Nectar and then probably put Astral Gilded Aura on top of that to see what it comes out with. And I will continue to use Extreme Vermilion Dusk as far as the liner. But without further ado, let me go and prep my eyes with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Eyeshadow Primer. And as far as complexion, I will still be using what I used in the last video. But I think in this one, I want to use Double Take Cream Powder and Blush by Patrick Ta. And oh, she's different because I feel like this will give it a little bit more amp. Jesus, I am hoping. Yeah, so let me go and get my eyes. You can tell, like, look at my under eyes. This is like when I'm sick, when my allergies are kicking in. See, you can't even hear it. My under eyes are so, I think they're bad, but I am my own worst critic. We're our own worst critics because we always see all the little flaws. We see ourselves every day and we look at everything that is wrong, but we don't appreciate everything that is right. Like being alive, I guess. I'm gonna go prep my eyes. All right, so the eyes are prepped with the Pro Filter Eyeshadow Primer by Fenty Beauty. I mean, this has lasted me quite some time, that is for sure. Definitely a lot of bang for your buck, a lot of product for your buck. So I am actually gonna go ahead and go in with Nude Rose. And I'm gonna go in with the blush brush, obviously, and kind of do more of a blown out look, kind of like the last couple. And I do love these shadows because these I could definitely use as blush. I could use it for a blown out look. Depending on what kind of brush you use, you can really get more depth. But I kind of just want it to be a little bit more of a whisper in the background, basically. And I might use a little bit of this for blush and then go into, oh, she's different from Patrick Ta. So I am hoping I may get a few more products from Patrick Ta and maybe some more blushes. I am very intrigued by She Left Me on Red, but I know I have other shades that are similar to it that I have not touched yet, and I really want this one, but there's no point. There really is no point of me getting this when I haven't even used the other ones. I believe it's Ridic from Fenty Beauty, the shimmer sticks, matte sticks, whatever thingy. And also the Night Bloom from Pat McGrath I have, and it has that reddish blush in there, which I only use once. But yeah. Anyways, so this is that. Next, with my finger, I'm gonna go into the Bejeweled Temptation Bijou Brilliance, and I'm gonna go into Coral Nectar. We're gonna go ahead and put that all over the lid. Like, this should have been in this palette. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Truly a missed opportunity with this shade. That is for sure. This duochrome shift it has got me in a chokehold. And I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of put it into my inner brow. Perfect. You know, just something very cash. Look at, gorgeous. Now, Gilded Aura, Astral Gilded Aura. Ooh, those are actually kind of basically similar. Okay. Whatever's left over, brow bone. All right, so the Astral Gilded Aura definitely has more of a peachy, where the Coral Nectar has more of that pink flip for sure. Most definitely. And it's like some kind of holographic thing going on. That's actually really nice. I do like that. Liner brush, we are going into Extreme Vermilion Dusk. When my allergies start to kick in, I also cannot think alright. Just going to start to build that liner. And I just love how these shadows could be layered and then they still show up accordingly. I am going to go ahead and do the rest of the eyes. I'm blending this out, and I might blend this into the crease a little bit to get a little bit more definition, but you guys will see the eye look before we get into the face. So this is where we are at with the eyes, and this is kind of giving me Passion Fleur vibes. Is this Passion Fleur? Yeah, the Passion Fleur. I mean, I could easily say this is the quad or the eyeshadows I use for this look. Why do I always do this to myself? I think the main reason why I remember now, I like this one because of the pink packaging. It was cute. But I mean, like realistically, like, doesn't it look like an extension? Most definitely. I always do this to myself. But I know in my last video, I said I regret buying this. It's I'm not gonna lie, it's very 50-50. I do like it, but it's very redundant, as you have seen, like there are a lot of other palettes, eyeshadows that pretty much mimic this Sunlit Seduction. I would have to say from a consumer point of view, it's very redundant and a waste of money, most definitely, unless this truly is your first eyeshadow palette from Pat McGrath and you truly love these colors and you wear it on a daily basis, then I'd say go for it. But from an artistry point of view, I love this palette. I love the warmth, I love the depth you could actually get with this on its own, but also the depth you could get in conjunction of other eyeshadow palettes that you may have. I do love the toppers, the Astral Gilded Aura, the Astral Pink Fetish, and the Astral Amethyst Allure. Those I do love a lot. The Blitz Crimson Ecstasy, I mean, I would probably just only use those for editorial, and in that aspect, I would like to have that more as a, I mean, even as a single, I really wouldn't want to get it because there are other palettes that I have that I could actually kind of get the same type of look. Right off the top of my head, what is it? The Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina eyeshadow palette. Kind of like that cranberry red in there. I mean, you could kind of get away with it. And maybe even just say, oh my God, it was Crimson Ecstasy, blah, blah, blah. And I edited the pictures to get this look. But for the most part, it's just, it's yeah. Like I said, do I regret it? Consumer's point of view, yes. Artistry point of view, no, I enjoy it. Like I made it work. I personally know that I have a lot of eyeshadows, other eyeshadows that will go in conjunction with this. But I would say save your money because there's so many warm palettes already out there that this kind of just faded in with everything else that was kind of going on, to be quite honest. I mean, Patrick Ta's Major Dimension #2, the Rose palette. Every brand came out with some type of rose, pinky thing going on. So it's nothing really spectacular for me. But I do love the Moonlit Seduction. More of that neutral cool. Like, it's very rare and very hard to find cool tones these days on the market. So anytime a brand comes out with something remotely cool, I'm learning to not to get it, but I'd say 2 to 3 years ago, yes, get it. But I keep forgetting that I have the Smoky palette from Urban Decay. Beautiful smoky shades, definitely more cool toned. What else is another good cool tone palette that I have? The Kat Von D Chrysalis eyeshadow palette, the blues and the purples, very cool tone. The Sephora Pro I have also in the cool tones. A lot of very neutral grays and cools, most definitely. And to be quite honest, the Sephora eyeshadow palettes, I have all 6. Pro palettes, I have all 6. Beautiful. If you use an eyeshadow primer, those shadows were truly pigmented, are still truly pigmented, which kind of blew my mind. And I think starting in 2026 or moving forward, I actually want to incorporate some of those shadows into these looks and kind of using more of the mattes. Also, I was really wanting to get the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3, the all matte, but I told myself and helped myself remember that I have the Sephora Pro palettes that has a lot of mattes. So I am not gonna get that, but I also forgot I had the Urban Decay's Naked mattes or something like that. What was it? Where it was just nothing but matte shades, and it had some warm tones and it had cool tones, and it has this beautiful purple in that one. I forgot about that shade. But I mean, for the most part, everything is being recycled, redone with somebody else's name on it, and yeah. So without further ado, enough rambling on. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, and you guys will see the final look in a moment. I'm really excited. Look, I mean, it's just you get the coral, you get the hints of the coral, then you also get the peach, and you get the warmth, and you get that coolness. I love it. I really do. See you guys in a moment. This is the final look of tutorial number 16. I can feel my voice slowly going on. Of the Pat McGrath Sunlit Seduction. She's cute. Wow. 16 tutorials so far. Love it, adore it. Cut, print. No, cut, edit, print. Anyways, Coral Nectar, Nude Rose, Astral Gilded Aura, and Extreme Vermilion Dusk. Now, highlighter, Coral Nectar. I love it. Bronzer, Airbrush Flawless Bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury in 310. Blush, Patrick Ta's Double Take Cream and Powder Blush, and oh, she's different. And I just only use the powder for this. And I just love how that really gives more amp to the look for sure. Concealer, I did 6.5 medium. Is it 6.5? Yeah, 6.5 medium in the Radiant Beautiful Skin Ready Concealer by Charlotte Tilbury. Foundation is still Dior's Forever Glow 3N 4N mixed together. I also went ahead and set the face. Not set, but just powdered the face to get I use this all over, use this under the eye area to brighten it. Under the foundation, to set the color correctors and a little bit all over the face. Translucent crystal light reflecting setting powder by NARS. I'm really digging that, by the way. And yeah, that is the final look. I mean, for the most part, like I said, I love the rose gold, the pinkish from the coral nectar, but I also love the peach pink from the astral gilded aura. So it really has a great reflect no matter where you look. Like, that is just so gorgeous. But browser still benefits. And yeah, tutorial 16, I definitely have a few more tutorials in mind to do, because I think next I want to do the coral nectar with the copper dawn to see what kind of effect we get with that. And that will be 17. I'm pretty sure this is 16. That will be 17. And then I kind of want to do some one and dones, even though I said I wouldn't. I would love to see extreme vermilion dust to see what that will do. Maybe even, what is this bronze one? Hypnotic bronze. Maybe even a copper dawn. But yeah, I have a few more ideas. But I do, like I said, I still want to do astral amethyst allure mixed with amethyst noir from here to get that. So there's also that I want to do. Like, looking at this, I only bought this for coral nectar and this one. All the other shades, I really don't care about. And yes, I am that type of person, and I need to stop. But I hope you guys enjoy. I will see you next video. To see all my final edits and everything, go to my Instagram. I got that TikTok. I got it going on. But yeah, I'll see you guys next video. And hopefully my voice will be back better.